Champions League Stuttgart vs Atalanta BC prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two teams that love to attack will clash in the Champions League on Wednesday, as Stuttgart host Serie A highflyers Atalanta BC. 1 point separates the sides before their meeting at MHP Arena, with both sitting just inside the playoff places after 3 match days. Match preview. Making their return to the Champions League after watching from the sidelines since 2009. Stuttgart have already traded blows with two continental heavyweights, losing narrowly to Real Madrid and snatching a famous win against Juventus. Last time out, Die Schwaben set off for Turin on the back of a 4-match winless run. Having lost 4-0 to Bayern Munich just days earlier, but they ultimately moved on to 4 points by following up a 1-1 home draw against Sparta Prague with an improbable victory. Enzo Millo saw a late spot kick saved, but the French schemer soon redeemed himself by providing the assist for Atalanta loanee El Bilal Touré, who emerged from the bench to decide matter with a dramatic stoppage time strike. That was just Stuttgart's second success in their last 11 games against Serie A sides, and their first ever in Italy, so they will hope to repeat the feat on Wednesday. VfB coach Sebastian Hoeness guided his team to second place in the Bundesliga last season, securing the club's highest finish since winning the title in 2007, but this term's domestic form has been a little more modest. Their only win in 5 league matches came at the end of last month against lowly Holstein Kiel, and Friday's 0-0 draw with defending champions Bayer Leverkusen left them occupying 8th place in the table. Nonetheless, Die Roten were last defeated on home turf way back in October 2023, their longest such run in 17 years. Memorably, Atalanta's last encounter with German opposition was their historic 3-0 defeat of Leverkusen in Dublin last season, when they were crowned Europa League champions. After claiming the club's first continental silverware, Gian Piero Gasperini's men stepped up a tier this term and have taken 5 points from their opening 3 fixtures, goalless draws at home to Arsenal and Celtic, coming either side of a 3-0 victory over Shakhtar Donetsk. One of 5 teams yet to concede in the Champions League, the Italian side were left rueing their inability to find a way past Celtic late last month, and despite dominating the match, it was a rare occasion that red-hot marksman Matteo Retegui failed to find the net. On Sunday, though, the Italy striker stepped off the bench to apply the finishing touch to a superb 3-0 away win over Serie A leaders Napoli, following 2 first-half strikes from La Die's Europa League final hero Ademola Lookman. That made it 5 league wins on the spin for Atalanta, with no fewer than 18 goals scored and only 2 conceded as they climbed up to 3rd place in the standings. The Bergamaschi boast the best attack in Italy this season, with an average of 2.64 goals per game, so they will now hope to replicate such free-scoring ways on the European scene. However, they head to Stuttgart having won only 2 of their last 11 Champions League matches, leaving tactical maestro Gasperini with a point to prove. Team news. Sebastian Hoeness has a host of attacking options from which to choose, but Deniz Undav was partnered by El Bilal Touré against Leverkusen, and they could be paired again on Wednesday. The latter is set to meet his parent club, as Touré joined Stuttgart on loan in the summer after scoring only 3 goals during an injury-scarred first year in Bergamo. Enzo Millo and New Germany international Jamie Luling also join Ermedin Demirovic, Chris Führich and Fabian Rieder in the pursuit of places across the final third. Jeff Chabot muscular, Yannick Keidel adductor, Luca Raymond muscular and Dan Axel Zagadou knee are all ruled out. But Swiss centre-back Leonidas Sturgiu has returned to training and Amin Al-Dakil recently recovered from a hip problem. Meanwhile, Atalanta's long-term absentees, Italy internationals Gianluca Scamacca and Giorgio Scalvini, will not be back in action until next year, but Marco Brescianini was a late substitute against Napoli following several weeks on the sidelines with a thigh injury. After spending most of Sunday's game on the bench, Matteo Retegui is set to regain his place in La Dea's starting 11, with support from Ademola Lookman and Charles de Ketelaere. Since signing from Genoa as Scamacca's replacement, Retegui has scored 5 goals in his first 6 Serie A away matches and is 4 clear atop the Capocannoniere rankings. Stuttgart possible starting lineup: Nubel, Vagnoman, Rouault, Chabot, Mittelstadt, Milo, Karazor, Stiller, Luling, Undav, Touré. Atalanta BC possible starting lineup: Carnesecchi, Jamsidi, Hien, Kolasinac, Belanova, Ederson, Darun, Ruggieri, de Ketelaere, Lookman, Retegui. We say, Stuttgart 1-1 Atalanta BC. A closely matched contest should end with the spoils shared, as Stuttgart reigns supreme on home turf and should halt Atalanta's winning run. The visitors are a well-oiled machine under Gian Piero Gasperini, but Sebastian Hoeness has already proven he can go toe-to-toe with Europe's top bosses. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.